So how long have you been in England for?
14 months. Or 15 now.
And did you come specifically to do this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the sole purpose. I mean, I'm very deeply in debt, so I'd appreciate, earning a little bit with this job,
Yeah.
or actually living on it, but that was the sole reason, I thought I'd do something interesting, about me writing, because just writing isn't enough, so...
Yeah, I do writing as well, but I write cookery books.
Cookery books?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Can I mention you on my blog?
Yeah, of course.
With your full name, so I would look this up in the internet and, do a little something. Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I had a vegetarian restaurant in Brighton for 24 years. Food for Friends. You probably delivered there in the lanes, in the old lanes.
I never did that.
So it's on a corner anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd sold it about 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But, while I had the restaurant, I wrote 3 vegetarian cookery books. One in 1983, and one which is really weird when you see how far we've come, looking at your camera there, especially, in 1983. I had a really good publisher, a very, very big one. They were called Heidemann, and the only way they had to publish cookery books was with their technical books section. They didn't have a cookery section, it was called technical books. And there was very few books had photographs in or anything like that. And my first book was just illustrated by a graphic designer who's a friend of mine. And it's really funny how far we've come, in such really short space of time.
I don't worry about this camera, it just records the way we're going.
Yeah.
And I put this here with music on YouTube, It's music underscored, And what's your name then?
Simon Hope.
Hope?
Hope, H-O-P-E.
Like hope.
Yeah, if you go on to Google and you put my name in, it mentions me with one of the books, so...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I come across a lot of interesting people in Brighton every day. I mean, a lot of interesting people, and I do that, they give me their name and I look it up in Google, and then I just write a little something and on my blog.
That'll be an exciting moment when you the moment you knock the pedestrian over.
I just wait for that. Oh, there are so many bizarre moments when you drive a cab, in traffic, and then it's all on the camera, it's quite nice.
But I'm just going to see, I do a bit of writing for magazines as well, so I'll mention you for the magazine. I'm just going to see a journalist right now.
Oh, you were mentioning him? What did you say?
Well, she's a proper journalist. I just do. Every now and then she asks me to write for a magazine, usually something to do with cookery, but she's a proper journalist. She writes about all sorts of things,
Oh yeah. Just wait to be discovered, because that's what it's about, You just I've written 5 books in Tristate before. It didn't get me nowhere. This sequel, The Hitchhiker's Guide, if I don't have a name, nobody's going to take it, That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And I've just 3 weeks ago or something, I've written emails to the council, to the office, and to the Argus, and they basically ignored me so far, and that's really annoying, because back then in Germany, I've just written 1 book, and they were all after me, all of our local media.
Yeah.
Now I've done about 100 times more.
Yeah, right.
And what do they write about? Man choked to death on his kebab,
Yeah.
That's what they write about.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So what were your books about? What What was the main thing of your books?
Novels about camping, just all these episodes. I made novels out of them.
Yeah.
I had fictive characters and some red current that ran through the book.
Yeah.
First one was a love story. And so on. And my fourth one was called Why Hitchhike? Go take a taxi through the galaxy.
Yeah.
So it was written in that style, a space cab. And I put all those. You'd be surprised how this works. You can take episodes, day-to-day episodes, and you could put them in outer space, and they work.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's great fun. Well, do you want to go down North Street? You can drop me at the top if you prefer.
If that's what you want, yeah.
I don't mind. I can post these letters, so I can post them at the post office there, can I?
So North Road.
Yeah, North Road. Sorry, yeah.
North
Did I
Road,
say
yeah.
North Street?
So right at the
Yeah.
post office, yeah. That's all right. Then,
Absolutely. I take another of your cards because I give one to Ginny.
yeah.
And she might give you a ring, give you an email.
Sure. I just need to do this, keep on doing this. I have to go to France, and after that, I can call me most times kept on the one, and so this will get me somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that, but
That's fantastic.
I wouldn't mind if it would be a little bit quicker.